Hey folks, welcome back to Pop Retro, Pop Retro 1 on Instagram and Twitter. Facebook.com/Pop Retro 1. That's where you can find me. Wanted to take a few minutes here to share with you my haul, as they call it, from Vinegar Syndrome. This is the November releases that I picked up from Vinegar Syndrome, plus a partner release, but most of these are actually Vinegar Syndrome branded Blu-rays and 4K UHD pickups. So I'm not, I haven't been huge on picking up the partner titles. I just pick up whatever suits me, whatever looks interesting to me, my personal tastes, and it's not a lot. Usually things that are throwbacks, things that are vintage from the 80s, 90s, 70s. I'm more interested in those than a lot of the newer stuff, and that's not because I just discount new films or anything like that, but I have to budget the funds. You know, you only have so much you can spend on, and so other things, if I can pick them up later on, then that's what I'll do. So I'll start off with the first one, and I have unwrapped these so that I can open them up and show you just a little bit. I'm going to go through these as quick as I can. I'm not going to talk a lot about them, mainly because I want to get through this in a timely fashion, and you know, a lot of people are already posting about these Vinegar Syndrome titles. And if you're into Vinegar Syndrome releases, you already know all about these already anyway. So anyhow, the first one up is Ebola Syndrome. Now this is a what they call a Category 3 film from Hong Kong. I'm not real steeped in the Cat 3 history. I do know that it was a, you know, sort of like what we call, I guess, Rated X or NC-17. Back in 1988 in Hong Kong, they made it a law that you have to be 18 years or older to actually visit a theater and watch a Category 3 film. So this is one of them, Ebola Syndrome, from 1996, I believe. And a lot of people like this one, and a lot of people don't like this one. So, you know, I guess it depends on if you like these types of movies or not. This is a 4K UHD. And from 1996, so this is 8 years after they instituted the Cat 3 rating. Quick look at the back. And let's open it up. It looks like we've got a booklet in there. Let me take it out. So there's the booklet. Okay. And look at the discs. Very good. And it looks like it's reversible art. So there's the art on the side that's up, and there's the reversible art right there. There you go. So yeah, there's a very wild, bloody affair that I've not seen. I have not seen Ebola Syndrome, but I've read up a lot on it ever since it was announced, and I've come across it mentioned in the past, but you know, just one of those ones that have flown across my radar, but that I haven't watched. So looking forward to popping it in and checking it out. What's funny about these Vinegar Syndrome titles is you end up, you can talk all day about there's slip cases on top of slip covers on top of slip cases. There's so much trinkets involved that, you know, it takes up most of the time anyway just to cover those. Okay, up next we have Dario Argento's Trauma. This is from 1993. Not the most, a lot of people don't like this one. They, you know, lesser Argento, and I get it, late period Argento. But nonetheless, this is the first time, I think it's the first time that Vinegar Syndrome has released an Argento film. So this is great that they put this out. There's the Mac side of the slip. And open that up for you. There you go. There's the back. There's the disc itself. Let's take a quick look at the reversible art. Right there. I have to peek around the corner just so I can make sure that I'm actually showing you and it's not getting blocked by the glare of the light, the glare of the sun. Up next, the Alien knockoff Creature from, I believe, 1985, mid-80s. Yeah, 1985. So there you go. We got Creature, and this also has the Titan Find, which is a director's cut of Creature, which is a special bonus feature on here. Bonus feature on Creature. There you go. I like it when we rhyme. Okay. And here's the reversible art. That's pretty cool. Might flip that around because I like that. A little different than what you have on the slip cover and the other stuff. There's the back of the slip. Okay. There are 10 releases in this package. And a lot of people received their packages already before I did, and they've shared them. But I'm happy, always happy. It's like Christmas every month when a package from VS shows up, and I got 10 movies with it with this month's. So this one I'm really looking forward to because I just love these movies, these types of movies. We got Steel and Lace. This is from 1991. Yeah, 1991. And there's the back of Steel and Lace. Back of the case. You know, essentially a robot chick, you know, wreaking havoc. She's tough, she's tender, she's all woman and all machine. Steel and Lace, the disc, and there's the reversible artwork, which probably is from the old VHS release, would be my guess. Up next, a sought-after or well-regarded release, or one that I should say people were really looking forward to, and that is Flesh for Frankenstein. This is the Paul Morrissey film from the 70s, and I mean, look how thick, very thick package. I know there's been some talk about, some people are displeased about the spine not having the title of the movie on there. So I don't know, I'm whatever. I mean, obviously it would suck if every movie didn't have the title on the side, on the spine. But you know, this one, every once in a while on a special edition thing, I guess it's fine. So now it comes with 2 discs, each with their own slipcover. So I'll pull those out. We dare you to see, that's the back of it, Flesh for Frankenstein. And that has the 4K UHD of Flesh for Frankenstein. There you go. Housed inside. As well as the Blu-ray is also in there. There you go. And I'll pull out the reversible artwork. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have pulled out the reversible artwork because, you know, it's a YouTube no-no to show anatomy. You know, certain anatomy is not allowed on the YouTube channel. So put the slip back in its place. Okay, and then the other one is the 3D version. So there you have it, Frankenstein, Flesh for Frankenstein 3D. There you go. Comes with 2 pairs of glasses, and there's the disc, and there's the reversible art. Look at everything you get with a lot of these Vinegar Syndrome releases. I mean, it's just, I mean, if you're actually into the collectability of a lot of this stuff, there is a lot. I mean, slip covers, 3D glasses that are branded, slip case. You know, and this is hard cardboard slipcase, and so you know, it's a nice package, very nice package for the lover of Paul Morrissey in your family. Okay, up next we have the Vinegar Syndrome sublabels, and this first one is the Vinegar Syndrome Archive, which I love because they release a lot of the films that I guess were from my era, that sort of Gen X Zennial era. I was born in 76, so sort of that, if you're born between like 76 and 84, you know, they call you kind of like an in-between Gen X and millennial. I've always felt more of a Gen Xer myself, but I also grew up watching a lot of late 80s and 90s action films and cheesy horror films. And so playing off that, we have from the VSA line, Vinegar Syndrome Archive, we have Tiger Claws. And this is the trilogy. This is all 3 Tiger Claws movies with Cynthia Rothrock, Below Young. There's the backside. There you go. And these are limited to, this one's limited to 5,000 copies. Mine is copy number 1468. As you can see there, they just write it on there with their magic Vinegar Syndrome pen. Okay. And there's the case and the innards. And of course, VSAs always have a poster, so I'm not going to undo this poster, but there it is. I'll fold it up. A lot of people wish that they could get these in tubes, so they don't have the creases, but that's how it is. And here is the 2 discs inside the package. I'll take these discs out so I can show you the reversible art. And there it is. Tiger Claws. Very good. Really excited to pop this one in. I mean, 90s action. These films were from 91, 96, and 99. So it's a very 90s centric package. And more than that, for me, 90s centric and direct-to-video centric package. Because, once you saw the action films that came, the big budget ones that came out in the theaters, you were stuck with finding whatever you could on cable and at the video store. Look at that. I got it back in there. Some of these VSAs are difficult to put back in the case, but if you got the touch like I do, you can get it back in without damaging your case. So yeah, but very excited about these 90s era action films. And the other VSA they released in November is another 90s action film. This one from 1993, and this is TC2000. Pretty cool. Bolo Young, Billy Blanks, another Jalal Merhi film, like at least one of the Tiger Claws. I don't know if he did all of them, but yeah. So here, check out this package. Very nice, very nicely done. These movies really don't deserve to have such great packaging, but the reason they do, I think, is because they have a cult following. People like me that just like this crap. We enjoy it. So let's take a look. Let's pull it out. Let's see what number I got on this one. Limited to 5,000, and I got 748 on that one. There you go. Trying to get it to focus in so that you don't accuse me of lying about the number. There you go. All right, TC2000. There's the back. There's the disc. There's the poster over here. Let's take a look at the reversible art. And there you have it, along with all the glare from the lighting here in my room. Here in the Pop Retro HQ, which, as you can usually see, that in frame behind me, that's actually the TV wall, the TV on disc wall. That is all TV on DVD mostly, and TV on Blu-ray when applicable, because there wasn't a lot of classic TV that got released on Blu-ray. But all my Blu-ray and movies are along the sides here, kind of out of frame. So the TV is always in the background of these videos, and that's just how I set up the room when I moved in here only a year ago. I haven't been here long. Okay, up next we have Vinegar Syndrome Presents. It's VSP. Is it Vinegar Syndrome Presents? Vinegar Syndrome Productions? What is it? I forget what it's called now. It's VSP. It's their new label, and it's essentially kind of like them saying, okay, we're actually going to put out some original films, like as if they are a real distributor of films and producer of films. And so their number one, and this one everybody was really excited about, and I'm excited about it too. And this is New York Ninja. And if you don't know, this was a movie that was shot in 1984, and was shelved and never finished. Vinegar Syndrome wound up with the elements and decided, you know what, we're going to put this all together and finish the film. And they didn't really finish the film because they didn't have a script and there was no sound elements. So they actually hired some folks that are on some of our favorite Vinegar Syndrome movies. I think like Cynthia Rothrock and some others to actually voice the parts that they dubbed in, and they put it together and made a movie out of it. So completed in 2020 and released in 2021, shot in 1984. So there's really kind of nothing like this. Is there anything else? I mean, I guess there's a few things out there that were kind of pieced together and put together, you know, in more recent years that were thought to be lost or whatever. But this seems like just a real undertaking of something that otherwise would have completely been lost to time. And again, I just got this in the mail, and so I'm really excited to pop this in and give it a watch. But anyway, the package is really nice. It comes in the VSU type packaging. That's Vinegar Syndrome Ultra, which they haven't released one of those in quite a while, but this is the same type of packaging. It's a magnet on the side. You pull the ribbon and, you know, to get the magnetized part to come off. And there you go. There you go. And you open it up, and there's just art everywhere on this package. And lift it up with the ribbon, and there's the Blu-ray. I'll open it up here in a second. Here is A Tale of Two Ninjas, a fairly thick booklet of information that comes inside. And there's a look at the inside. You just kind of see that case in there. So I'm going to put the book back in. See, it takes more time with these packages, just dismantling them to show than anything else. So here's that's a slip cover for New York Ninja. There's no writing on it, just art. Okay. There's the actual Blu-ray case. There's the back. Open it up. We have New York Ninja, New York Ninja. What do we got here? Disc 2 is additional special features. Disc 1 is feature film and documentary and trailer. So it's a 2-disc Blu-ray set. I'll take these out so we can see the reversible art, which essentially is the art on the magnetic slip case, and which differs from that art. So I believe all the art is newly commissioned, right? There was no art that came with this because it was never released. Now the funny part is when I initially pulled these out of the packaging so I could take the shrink wrap off so I could do this video, I stuck this back in, and then I just saw the slip cover laying there, and I go, what's that from? And I was, oh yeah, it's from the New York Ninja, the slip cover. So again, there's just so many moving parts when it comes to the packaging of this stuff, which some people really love. I think it's cool. It doesn't matter to me though. I mean, just give me the movie in a nice case with some nice art. I'm pretty happy. You know, all the extra stuff sometimes just kind of gets lost in the shuffle, but it really is, for collectors, a nice package. There's the back if I didn't show it. So there you have it, New York Ninja. And then that is VSP number 1, and VSP number 2 was also announced and released, and that is Censor. So Censor is a new movie. I believe it came out in 2020 or 2021. And let's see if it says on the back here. Yeah, 2021. I wasn't going to pick this up at first, again, because of, it's a 2021 film. I'm just more into history and older films, and I tend to budget my home video purchases in that manner. But the subject matter of this film really made me curious. So it comes in a slip case, a hard slip case again. There's the back. And I bring this up because there's actually a slip cover with different films on the slip cover. that houses the actual disc up there. And why is that? Well, I haven't seen the movie yet, but I believe it's because there's some movie within a movie within the story, and these are like slips of the fake movies within the movie. So kind of a nice little touch that will hopefully make more sense to me and you if you haven't seen it after we see the movie. So here's the case. Censor. There's the back. Let's open it up, see what we got inside. Looks like we got a booklet. So nice little booklet with some information. And there's the disc. And quick look at the reversible art, which mirrors the disc art, it looks like. So there you have it. So many movies, so little time. And during this time of year, I try to watch like more holiday movies and Christmas movies, things like that. And it's just difficult to keep up sometimes. My watch pile keeps growing, but it's better to have more movies so you don't run out, especially on those days when you watch 4 or 5, over a course of an afternoon into a late night or something. You'll never run out, I guess. All right, one more. Just one more, folks. And this is the only non-Vinegar Syndrome title. However, it is distributed by OCN, which is Vinegar Syndrome's distribution arm that they recently started, which is where they essentially distribute films for other smaller labels. And this is the one I picked up for this month is from Saturn's Core. This is Sorority Slaughter. Now, Saturn's Core has been releasing this is Saturn's Core number 5, and I think all they've released so far is shot on video films from the 90s. And I have a soft spot or an interest in those films because this is kind of its history being dug up and shared in a pretty good quality. They go back. I mean, obviously it's shot on videotape, so they're never going to look like great 4K or Blu-ray or high def transfers, but they're going to look better than they ever have before, than they ever did on a videotape. And at least you can pop them into your Blu-ray player and watch them on your big screen TV, right? So there's the back of the case of Sorority Slaughter. And this one, I believe, is from 1994, which I think is about the third one that Saturn Core has released that was a 1994 shot on video film. And so take that out. Obviously a horror film. Oh, can I show that? Yeah, that's okay. And quick look inside. There's the disc. See, I think what you can tell is that the OCN, the Vinegar Syndrome distribution arm, what they're really good at is the marketing and getting this stuff out there, because you can do it. If I had a production company, or if I was releasing films, I would probably get them into a lot more homes and a lot more people's hands if I had a company like Vinegar Syndrome's OCN distributing these films for me, instead of just going onto the internet trying to do it myself and hoping everybody finds me. So I think that's why they've been picking up so many partner labels and expanding in that way. So, but at any rate, that is it. That is 10 titles from Vinegar Syndrome and partners that I picked up in November. So I'll be back with another review soon. And in the meantime, have a great December, and I'll catch you again real soon.